Republicans have found their latest target of baseless election fraud lies: voters living abroad, including military voters in key swing states. In the past few weeks, Republicans have filed lawsuits challenging the eligibility of certain U.S. citizens who live abroad to vote absentee in the November elections in Michigan, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania, all battleground states crucial to winning the presidential election, along with important races for Senate, Congress, and governor. I'm Sophie from Democracy Docket. Let's break down the truth behind these lawsuits. Trump and his allies are claiming, without evidence, that these overseas ballots are part of Democrats' scheme to steal the 2024 election. This is part of Republicans' broader strategy to lay the legal groundwork to contest the election should Trump lose and cry voter fraud. This latest GOP lie about election fraud stems from the 1986 Uniformed and Overseas Citizens Absentee Voting Act, or UACAVA, a federal law signed by President Ronald Reagan that grants certain U.S. citizens living overseas the right to vote. Trump posted on his Truth Social platform that Democrats are getting ready to cheat by allowing overseas voters their federally guaranteed right to vote. Trump also falsely claims that UACAVA is a program that emails ballots overseas without any citizenship check or verification of identity whatsoever.
Making the data that they rely on less accurate.
And Alabama was one of those states. Alabama left ERIC. Had they stayed in ERIC, they would be getting consistent, regular information about voters who may have moved in and out of the state to help them maintain their voter rolls. But instead, Alabama has to do it on their own. A striking fact from the DOJ lawsuit that I want to note is that Alabama said that it was purging over 3,200 potential non-citizens on the rolls. When the DOJ filed their lawsuit, 700 of those voters had alerted the state that they were citizens, that they were eligible to vote, that they needed to reactivate their voter registration, which meant that Alabama had at least a 22% error rate when it came to canceling these voter registrations.
Yeah, that's a minimum error rate. That's not the maximum error rate. That is the minimum error rate that they had. And it shouldn't go without noting that it is an absolute shame whenever any eligible citizen is removed from the voter rolls. It is even more so when the people who have been removed went through the process of becoming U.S. citizens.